Hello, welcome back to Dreamhack Summer 2011! As you may or may not know, I am day 9, and this is my tent. Apollo, are you ready?
Yes, I am, and I'm excited to be within your tent. Sounds kind of weird, that, actually.
Thank you to Dreamhack for helping me pitch this tent today. It looks like we're going to be going into Mouse Sports ThorZaIN versus St. July. I hope the streamers enjoyed that scream of mine. That was even better than my old Velociraptor-style scream from way back by the Countdown Party days. But it looks like we do have July and ThorZaIN in the game. But interestingly, ThorZaIN has put me as one of the players, Apollo.
Could you take on July Zig, or...?
No.
No, not me.
No. Okay. Now, important thing to note, Grubby did go 3-2 in his group. Idra also went 3-2. But because Idra defeated Grubby in their round robin, that does mean that Idra advances in second place, much to the delight of the crowd. In the other group, I think you know the other results in Group D.
Group D is the... That was no, Group D?
That was with
MC.
Oh,
that was MC
Sen,
going through first place. Yeah, MC going through 5-0, and then after that, Sen following up 4-1 behind. So Sen, even though starting off the tournament a little bit rocky, does follow through into the next stage of the tournament. But now we're kind of pushing into the next half of the groups, really, and going to be bringing you two pretty exciting games. First of all, this one.
Oh yeah.
TSL champion, TSL 3 champion, ThorZaIN versus the God of War.
I know. I mean, honestly, I have been a July fan like my whole life. Way back in the on-GameNet Gillette Star League. Did anyone watch that series? Like 4 people. They're so cool. I'm so glad they're here today. Absolutely incredible player. And in fact, I've been such a fanboy of him that when he was at MLG Columbus, I was too scared to meet him.
Did you ask for his autograph?
I eventually went up to him and I was just like, I couldn't even speak properly, and he was like used to it. He's used to all the
Like
middle school Korean girls who scream, and 24-year-old men who are just like, ah! And then I high-fived him and I skimpered away back to the back area, and looks like they are ready. They have given the confirmation that it's time to go. It's going to be a Zerg versus Terran July versus ThorZaIN. The map is going to be Shakura's Plateau.
And what a game to start off the last part of this evening.
Indeedy, cannot wait to see what strategies these two players have in store. It's going to be a Zerg versus Terran, and the match has now begun. In the top right, from Team Mouse Sports, the blue Terran, ThorZaIN. And in the positions close by air, the God of War, the red Zerg is StarTales July! So tell us a little bit about Zerg vs. Terran on the map Shakura's Plateau.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if July opened up. Well, there's either two options. Obviously, you can go for the fast hatchery, or you can go for a spawn pull option. It depends if July Zerg knows ThorZaIN, he'll most likely open up some kind of safe build because he doesn't want to kind of go for this economic advantage early and then lose to some kind of rush or something he's not expecting. And if I remember back from the MLG open bracket, every single game July Zerg played in the open bracket, he opened up a very safe extractor pull build, got that early Zergling speed out, because he didn't know anybody's style. He thought everybody would try to cheese him, which they basically did, and he defended everything and continued into the higher brackets. So, and here actually ThorZaIN building the barracks on the lower ground here, and this is pretty smart actually, because he can either continue for a 2-racks play from here and then easily expand to the location slightly behind it, just adding 1 more barracks to completely wall this off.
Oh my god, it looks like he will be building an early expand hatchery. This could be a potential big vulnerability. Drone now moving out. Once this Overlord ends up arriving, July will be redirecting that drone to the top right location so he can spot those 2 barracks in production. If he does catch them, he could set up a good defense, but oh no, building an extra building 2 extra drones. He's at 16 of 18 food. July is made of steel.
This is also, I'm actually getting nervous to see how many SCVs does ThorZaIN take with him. Does he bring 2? Does he bring more to continue this harassment? And as you can see now, July Zerg has scouted this 2 racks. and knows exactly what's going on, and we'll be wanting to get that overload on 17 and then cut production from here so we can just only build Zerglings and a Queen in defense of this. And the first SCV arrives on the natural of JulyZerg. What is it going to do? JulyZerg has a brilliant overload placement here, but we'll have to move it a little bit in case of Marines trying to take that out. And look at that patrol move on the top of the ramp so he knows if any bunkers are going to be made.
July very, very certain to keep a steady eye on that SCV. It looks like the SCV is getting close. He might build a low ground bunker. He might build no bunker at all, just force July to overreact. It looks like that might be ThorZaIN's plan. From moment one, we do see a bunker going down on the low ground. 8 Zerglings in production, 2 Queens coming out right now. 4-star tail, July. We see those extra drones en route, and it looks like, no vision on that bunker at all, but with these 12 Zerglings popping out, and look at ThorZaIN's timing, pulling back at the very last second. But did he start that bunker too late? He needs another 10 seconds.
It looks like the bunker's gonna get up. JulyZerg has no idea about it, and he can slow push up onto the high ground once this bunker has been done. A spine crawler has been started now. Can JulyZerg defend against this?
And it looks like a couple slowlings moving out. Oh, wait a minute.
He's gonna go for the reinforcements, I guess. Yeah, he's gonna go out and go for them, wait for any to come down, and now ThorZaIN is pulling back and will just go ahead and expand from here. A little cute pressure, but once this spine crawls up, this is completely nullified. And also, as you can already see, JulyZerg going straight back to drone production.
JulyZerg keeping these Zerglings on hold position, so that way he can easily, retreat, not lose too many Zerglings to those Marines. We see that constant Marine production for ThorZaIN will likely be building himself a 3rd barracks soon, so that way he can complete that solid wall off at the front. There's the double refinery going down. More Marines moving out right now for ThorZaIN. Oh, July, I think he's found the bunker, Diapollo.
I think so. He's got complete vision now, Sean, and he's going to start work on that. It will salvage in time. And now these Marines, he's going to try and get us around now. He's got 2 creeps of Zerglings. Will be able to do that. ThorZaIN tight against this wall now.
And it looks like ThorZaIN. Oh, July has fallen into the trap. Will he be able to pick off enough Zerglings? Very nice play there by ThorZaIN. July is going to have to reposition this spine crawler very quickly and smartly. Again, July goes for the reinforced path, but ThorZaIN cuts him down on the retreat. Huge damage being dealt there by ThorZaIN.
ThorZaIN's going to go in. He's going to go up. No, he's going to pull back. This is actually so intense right now.
I mean, ThorZaIN playing this out just perfectly, going for the map control rather than for some sort of early kill. This is how you do the 2 racks opening right. We come back to July's base. We see his wow, only half done on the Zergling speed. No layer. Only just now getting a second gas has made so many Zerglings in the unit lost tab. Look at that. ThorZaIN hasn't even lost anything yet.
And 2 factories have gone down now in the main of ThorZaIN. It looks like he will retreat from this, and he forced a lot of Zerglings out from JulyZerg. If you look at the unit tab, 16 now, and that drone count really isn't too high for the stage of the game. We're only at 31 compared to 26, and now this second orbital command is up and running. Tech Lab has been put down on this barracks, and we are going to be seeing Stim researched super fast here.
I'm excited to see if ThorZaIN will go for a very big double tank play, but more often we will see the Terran go for the double Hellion with Blue Flame. It's a push we've seen a lot, and it's also something we've seen lose almost every time.
So, have to see what he does there. And Wanling is going to pop up. We'll see the Tech Lab, and as you said, Blue Flame is being researched. 2 sets of Hellions are coming out, and it looks like ThorZaIN will be trying to hit some Stim, Blue Flame, Hellion, and Marine push quite shortly once these upgrades are done. And JulyZerg looks like he's going to be adding on. Look at that, Warren actually off with a Baneling Nest at the front. Very risky because he could get the cancellation of that upgrade for the Banelings, and also an Evo chamber being put down too. And he's now reached layer. Is he going to be adding on that Spire? He has enough minerals and gas to do so. Yes, Spire now goes down on the natural here. And it looks like July will be saving up a lot of gas now so we can get these Mulists out. But a lot of Marines and Hellions, if they come just before the pop out, it's going to be pretty hard.
I mean, we have seen this push go on so frequently, and we look at this ThorZaIN moving out. His Stim and his Infernal Pre-Igniter still about 40 seconds from completing, but July is going to see this. He's going to know exactly what's coming. Will likely want to invest in another Spine Crawler. Just as Zergling defense can be very fragile, and we see that the Baneling Nest is only just completed. There's the second Spine Crawler going down. We'll be morphing a couple of Banelings, but honestly, the Blue Flame Hellion Marine Stim push is designed to kill off a player who's going for that sort of Baneling play. There's tanks going out now for ThorZaIN. There's the Blue Flame Starport going down, +1 attack, and it looks like ThorZaIN going to go straight for the third, just does not want July to have any extra geysers. Not even going to hide, just going to go straight in for the kill.
And in comes JulyZerg. He's going to try and get behind all these. And where's JulyZerg going with all his units? Taking control of the Zelnaga towers. And it looks like JulyZerg is going to get up there. Will cancel the hatchery, but to what cost? All these units could desperately go down here.
Oh, this is going to be close. What will ThorZaIN do? Will he see it in time? Oh!
JulyZerg!
Oh, ThorZaIN! Oh, that was so bad. I mean, oh, God.
That was a lot of supply.
I mean, if he just stemmed, pulled back, and controlled that properly, that would have been a beautiful, beautiful defense by ThorZaIN. He would have been in a clear lead, having shut down the third and eliminated most of the ground forces of July. But regular walk move is ineffective against Banelings.
Mulis are moving out now in the map. We'll start the harassment. There are a couple of areas he can focus on. The supply depot, as you can see on the minimap, and also these two tech labs on the factories are very vulnerable at the moment. No Marines, no turrets around at all. July going straight for these SCVs.
And look at that amazing control, only letting those Mutals be turned around for a split second to shoot those glaive worms down. Yes, it is a glaive worm. I actually double-checked myself. That is very, very strong control by July.
He's going to scoot around the back now. And not too much harassment yet. He's incoming again into the SCV line. How much damage can he do? He's going to target down this refinery. The stim comes in. Marines will push these back once again. And JulyZerg trying to get up this third base now. And as you can note, just look at the creep spread from JulyZerg. Non-existent, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah. You know, technically ThorZaIN isn't as behind as one would think. He denied that third for a very long time. And his 2 racks opening was so strong. Oh! Great hit from that Thor, doing almost maximum damage to these Mutalisks. You know, ThorZaIN is really coming back in the food count. I mean, if ThorZaIN wins this, that's just a stunning demonstration of how solid his Terran versus Zerg really is, and they're just moving up, bringing all the Mutalisks down to yellow. In the unit counting station, only 7 Mutalisks, 65 drones, and July trying to make up for the late third by taking an early fourth.
And we have some borrowed Banelings now in front of ThorZaIN's base. Will he go for a scan there when he pushes out? We'll have to see. No third base yet, even being constructed. Barracks slightly moving down here. Is going to see the one link, but...
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's good. Oh, no! Oh, no!
JulyZerg. Oh, ThorZaIN.
No!
This one big
Oh,
left.
no! Oh, ThorZaIN, just stop it. Stop it, ThorZaIN.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
And JulyZerg's taking this 20 supply lead now. And it looks like ThorZaIN is going to be pushing out now. 13 roaches in production. Speed has been done and research for these roaches as well. And I can't believe those Banelings.
I cannot believe there is still a scout Baneling advanced beyond enemy lines. It's going to be very, very dangerous if he ends up rallying right on top. The one thing to note that still is a big advantage for ThorZaIN. Only 7 Mutals out on the field, but 26 roaches for July. The fourth base is up right now. If ThorZaIN slow pushes well enough, he could crack through this defense from July.
A lot of lings in production. 187 food for JulyZerg versus 144 units, by the way. The worker count 77 drones versus 57 SCVs. JulyZerg at a commanding lead at the moment, and still no third base yet from ThorZaIN. Is now moving the command center down to gain control of this area here.
Mutalisk now moving in will end up being able to see that Expo. Man, ThorZaIN has fast reaction times after he lost that huge force of those Banelings early on, and
nice
a great positional move there by ThorZaIN, doing a lot of good damage. So we see perfect slow tank crawl by ThorZaIN. Mutalisks are going to be able to do minimal damage, and look at ThorZaIN with the instant reaction time, knowing how valuable those tanks are. But July,
+2 melee attack just about to finish. It looks like he's going to go with a +2 melee attack.
moving in, but ThorZaIN has amazing tank positioning, but hardly any Marines there. Can he pick off the Banelings in time? Looks like he is able to do great damage to the Banelings, but are the Roach numbers too much? They are overrunning the tanks. ThorZaIN is going to be forced to go into a full retreat. Tanks being positioned by the third, and it looks like ThorZaIN is not out of this game yet.
No, not yet. A lot of reinforcements are coming. That Baneling is still alive, still borrowed away, and a lot of Ling reinforcements are being pointed into the middle of the map, and ThorZaIN successfully gets that third base up, which is going to help him a ton.
Yeah, but I mean, July has a very food-expensive army. Oh, 38 Banelings going down right now for July. But keep in mind, Roaches are very cheap on minerals, cheap on gas, but expensive in terms of that food. So the fact that July is at 180 and ThorZaIN at 132, not nearly as significant.
And then come the Banelings once more through the middle of the map. How much damage will they be able to do? 3 siege tanks are on this third base location, but it looks like Julyzer is going to completely divert them and maybe go into the natural.
Uh-oh. We see the siege tanks sieging up the Roaches' lead. It looks like a little bit of mismovement. ThorZaIN trying to pull back. Can he pick off the Banelings? The Roaches cleaning everything up, but ThorZaIN just on the run. And some nice hits. The Roaches continuing to clean up in the center. Roaches trying to pick off those tanks one at a time. The Marine count from ThorZaIN is quite high, and the Roaches are deep in the red. A lot of Zerglings streaming back up. Can ThorZaIN pull the miracle defense? ThorZaIN holding on brilliantly despite some very big early blunders.
And July Zerg streaming units after units, more Banelings, 24 more Banelings being morphed just south of these Roaches that are healing up under the ground. And another wave is surely on its way by July Zerg. Wave after wave, wearing down ThorZaIN. Will he be able to hold this location?
And there the Roaches now moving up to the expansion. Will ThorZaIN lift it up in time? He does! Very, very nice timing, and the Marines now just crushing in from the backside. And big tanks on those Banelings. Roaches now running up into the main. This means that July is now committed to doing maximum damage with this attack, and I don't think this was the best decision for July. The Roaches are trapped in the main. Tanks doing damage from the left. If he can pick off these last few Banelings, he can successfully defend this attack. ThorZaIN may have just caught the break he's been begging for all game long.
And he's going to clean up inside the base, get rid of these Roaches. At the same time, he is going to go for a drop in the main of July Zerg's base, and he could do a lot of damage here. All the units are way put into the middle of the map, if not on ThorZaIN's side. So these Marines are going to be able to do a lot here, Sean.
Did ThorZaIN notice? It looks like his attention may be over here in the top left, and it looks like he misses this. This could potentially just be catastrophic if it unburrows and picks off those upgrades.
He's going to get the armory.
Oh, no, he's target firing the armory. Where are ThorZaIN's units? Does he realize that Roaches are still in the main? And he does manage to lose the armory, but he will only end up losing that +2 attack that has just barely been started. Now ThorZaIN pulling back for the retreat. But July Zerg in a surprisingly difficult position.
And once again, July Zerg gearing up for another attack. Is not afraid to go in again, and here we go, July Zerg into a bunch of siege tanks. Wow, he's so aggressive.
Just stunning tank placement by ThorZaIN. I mean, July Zerg just going for the bunkers. The planetary fortress fall! July Zerg cleaning it up, but there's a drop up at the top left. ThorZaIN just dropping, barely out of range, cleaning up any overlords. Fortunately, it looks like that main orbital command is going to be going directly over. No planetary fortress, but there's the drop. ThorZaIN desperately needs to kill off this layer.
The
spawning pool. That would be so huge. Queen falls.
If he targets the spawning pool, that could be huge because a lot of the reinforcements from July Zerg are Zerglings.
And it's going to be close.
So close, 157 hit points left on that spawning pool. 60 Mulis about to morph now, and it doesn't look like these medivacs are going to last for too much longer when July Zerg hotkeys his Mulis and goes back for these. And great transition here from July Zerg into this Mulis. And here goes the Mulis. They're going to find these medivacs.
ThorZaIN going to lose a full 20 food worth of unit. Trying to unload, trying to just suicide those into the Banelings, but very nice play by July Zerg.
Now it looks like ThorZaIN trying to get up that fourth base. He's going to move across the map, but I don't think July Zerg's going to let him take it that easy. And Mulis are coming across the map. 36 more links in production. The food count, surprisingly, very even.
July Zerg losing a lot of Mutalisks there. July needs to burrow that Zergling fast. Burr the Zergling. Burr the Zergling. And meanwhile, the Mutalisk getting caught a little bit off guard. They will kill these two. And they are going for that one command center. And he loses yet another one. JulyZerg's Mutalisk count down to 8 again. Has not really been able to stay in the double digits all game long. ThorZaIN's reactions just a little too fast in this late period.
Yeah, and I've kind of neglected discussing the upgrades. These Marines are at +3, by the way, and are going to be able to do a lot of damage to these Mutalisks. And now they're slowly going down a lot more in production. But at the food count now, 169 versus 153, not so far behind. The unit tabs, 69 SCVs versus 66 drones. ThorZaIN slowly stabilizing in this game, and that is what he really needs to showcase his skill.
ThorZaIN was so dead at the start of this game. He lost all his Marines and all his Blue Flame Hellions, and ThorZaIN said, no big deal, I can make tanks 2 at a time. And just slowly walked through the middle of the map, establishing a strong position. And now we see that JulyZerg is actually the one in the rough spot, only really having 2 mining bases, one of which is starting to get a little bit low. And
we have a drop now by ThorZaIN. At the same time, Mutalisks are going to go into the side here, but this drop is going to do a lot of damage to July at the same time.
Looks like Mutalisks are trying to pick off the turret. They do successfully take it down. ThorZaIN now having to do a little runaround in the main, but doing a great job splitting up all those Marines to try to catch the Mutalisk at every possible angle. And where's the drop? There it is, all the way at the bottom side. ThorZaIN needs to begin unloading immediately. No units have begun to move down. The Mutalisks at the top are unable to defend it, and he needs to stim and kill things off fast.
Queen goes down, target fire that hatchery, but no, not fast enough as the entire force of JulyZerg comes in. And we'll be able to get rid of that medevac quite fast. But a 5th base going down now for ThorZaIN, really aggressively expanding. And so as long as he gets up a couple of turrets, okay, he's getting up a couple of turrets now, should be safe. Oh,
17 tanks on the field for ThorZaIN.
He's got actually more food than JulyZerg right now. 173 for ThorZaIN versus 152 for JulyZerg.
It's going to be close. And he does get the turrets up barely in time. JulyZerg target firing them regardless, and it looks like there's the constant repair, the Infinilife, and he does not take it down.
Wow, ThorZaIN showing us how he won that TSL 3 championship. Excellent play here, keeping up with JulyZerg, the god of war. Wow. And these tanks, so many tanks with +1 as well, but now we are seeing the transition into Infestors, and the Hive is on the way as well.
I mean, this is ThorZaIN's time to push right now, given the fact that he's close to max. I would anticipate a push coming up very, very shortly. Oh, there's the unsiege of all of those tanks.
He could hit such a window because JulyZerg actually didn't get Panathan Glands at all, so these Infestors are going to be useless for quite a long time, and there's a big window of opportunity now.
Whoa! Oh my goodness, ThorZaIN.
8 Corruptors as well. This is huge. There's such a huge window for ThorZaIN to hit. If only he could recognize that he could go right now and could possibly kill JulyZerg as the greatest spot only just starting. And 8 Corruptors completely useless at this point in the game.
I mean, I think ThorZaIN is waiting for these 2 Thors to pop out. Very carefully repositioning this army. JulyZerg doing an extremely smart job, constantly distracting ThorZaIN. ThorZaIN is just now hitting the max point.
He's going.
Oh, ThorZaIN going to make the push.
He's going to hit it. He's going to hit the timing. He's going to do it.
There's the siege. It's just impeccable timing here by ThorZaIN. A couple Zerglings going to be able to take out these orbital commands. Ghost Academy may fall as well. But JulyZerg in a lot of trouble.
This is so close right now. The Great Aspire is at 60 out of 100 at the moment. So close to finishing. ThorZaIN edges forward. This is going to be so close.
I mean, ThorZaIN, oh my gosh, doing a great job moving his huge number of tanks all across the center of the map. Needs to hurry up. These Corruptors are just begging for that Greater Aspire to finish. Oh no! Tanks caught off guard at the bottom. ThorZaIN stims, but his tank losses are going to be very high.
Great Aspire finishes now. Corruptors will be transformed into Broodlords, and this is not what ThorZaIN wants. He does not have any Vikings out at all. 8 Broodlords in the making now. And timing is running out for ThorZaIN to hit this.
I mean, ThorZaIN is going to need to do maximum damage. Baneling's getting more than he sees the Broodlords. A lot of Marines get caught off guard in a fungal growth. Tank's not going to be useful in the late stages.
3 ghosts are in the making now, along with the Mobius reactor, so they will help out a bunch along with these 3 Thors as well. But here come the Broodlords, Sean.
Broodlords now rolling in, and they're starting to unleash damage from afar, spreading out the Marines, trying to target fire the Broodlords, but Marines do not kill them off quickly enough, trying to lure the ground forces in, let that huge number of tanks deal maximum damage, but ThorZaIN is going to have to do a full-out retreat.
And 200 supply now for JulyZerg, 161 for ThorZaIN. Ooh, these tanks are gonna die. One goes down, the others do just about escape. But these ghosts are gonna be really pivotal in this matchup right now, especially all these snipes, EMP possibilities.
Uh-oh, but will it be able to withstand this huge number of Banelings? There's the scan. Can he get a good snipe off with those ghosts? ThorZaIN just continuing to retreat more and more, adding on more Thors. But this might be July's final winning push.
Well, JulyZerg has no resources behind this. If ThorZaIN can somehow hold on to this, he could be in great position.
Some big snipes managed to take out some of the Broodlords, but look at the unit count from July. Banelings, Roaches, Infestors, Broodlords rolling into the front of ThorZaIN's main.
And it looks like JulyZerg finally pushes through. There's nothing left for ThorZaIN. He only has 8 Marines in production. And GG called! That was so close.
Oh my god, that was such a close game. I mean, in that game, ThorZaIN lost almost 40 food worth of units for nothing at the start. Was inches from winning. I mean, ThorZaIN has incredible ZVT. I cannot believe that level of play from both players.
That was absurd. And I really felt that in the mid-stages of the game, once JulyZerg had that advantage, it almost felt like he was just throwing away units.
Yeah,
I mean, repeatedly into really bad positions. And the ratio of losing units was horrible for JulyZerg there. And ThorZaIN managed to come back, and JulyZerg possibly underestimating the strength of ThorZaIN.
Yeah, I mean, the reason July is called the God of War is because almost always the hard part of StarCraft is knowing when to do the big attack with all your units. Everyone is familiar with harassment. Everyone is familiar with doing a big crushing blow when you're way ahead. But JulyZerg is the king of just grabbing all those mid-game units that are normally used for defense and just sending them away to do huge damage. But we saw him making big blunders, just like you said. That has always been July's big downfall, is the fact that he often loses games to himself with that sort of aggression.